Marketing pricing strategy. Marketing mix price. Price is the amount of money that a consumer has to pay in exchange for a products or services that they want to buy or avail in the market. There is a common pricing strategy of businesses when they are about to start. Usually, they set the price of their products lower than the price of the products of their competitors. Although this may boost initial sales, it also has a cons because lower the price may hinder the growth of a business, but if it's too high, it may kick the business out of the competition. So a good pricing strategy must be done by the businesses, selecting a pricing strategy that's based on the product itself, competitive environment, customers' demand, and other products that you offer. Here are the pricing methods. First, the cost plus pricing. This pricing strategy is taking the production cost and adding a certain profit percentage. The resulting amount will be the product's price. This method covers all costs including variable and fixed costs plus an extra increment to deliver profit. It often used by retail companies like clothing, grocery, and department stores. Usually, the price of the product is determined by adding a percentage of the manufacturing cost to the selling price to make a profit. Second, demand-based pricing. This is a method of pricing where the firm set prices based on the buyer desire and perceived value of the products. In this method, the customer's responsiveness to purchase the product at different price is compared and then an acceptable price is set. This method can vary based on several factors, including the company's business goals, its place in the market, customer preferences, and the quality of its product or services. Example are the airline industry. For example, flight from Manila to Boracay in August will not be the same price as the same flight in March. This is due to demand. Boracay is much more desirable destination in summer, thus the price goes up. Third, price skimming. This method used to set the prices of the products as high as the market will possibly tolerate and then lower them as time goes on to adjust and adapt to the emerging new competition of the possible alternatives for the product. This strategy is most often employed by creators of novel technologies like Apple Company. They utilize this strategy during the initial launch period, then lower its price after the competitors launch rival products. Penetration pricing. It is a pricing method that attracts new buyers to a product or service by offering a lower price during its initial offering. This method was built on the idea that lower prices can increase brand awareness, and once your brand has captured the consumer attention, it will retain the customers that took a chance on the product even if its price goes up. Examples are Netflix and Microsoft. They offering 1 month free subscription for the new user of their service. Value-based pricing. Methods of setting the prices according to what consumers think about the products or services worth. Instead of using the production cost as the basis, you consider the customer's perceptions of the product's value. It may depend on the product's quality, the company's reputation and helpfulness, aside from the cost factors. For example, a painting may be priced much more compared to the price of the canvas and paints. Competitive pricing. This method calls for the price setting on the basis of prices charged by the competitors. Taking a survey of the prices implemented by your competitors on a similar product that you are trying to market to decide whether to price your products lower, the same, or higher. Also, monitoring their prices must be done to be able to respond on changes. For example, the competition between Pepsi and Coca-Cola Company. Both brands compete against each other over their pricing, quality, and features. Psychological pricing. A pricing and marketing strategy based on the theory that certain prices have a psychological impact. In this pricing method, prices are often expressed as just below numbers that are just little less than a round number. For instance, 99 pesos looks more attractive than 100 pesos, although it only saved a single peso. Next, economy pricing. This strategy is popular in the commodity goods sector. This method goals is to set the price of the product cheaper than the competitors and make the money back with increased volume. This pricing strategy is usually implemented by generic products like supermarket store brands and generic drugstore. Generic items are priced lower due to the fact that they require very little marketing and promotional expenses. Lastly, dynamic pricing. This pricing strategy applies variable prices instead of fixed prices. In this method, instead of deciding on a set price per season, this updates the prices multiple times per day to capitalize on the ever-changing market. For example, the hotel industry. They alter its price depending on the size and configuration of its room as well as the time of the year. Therefore, to keep the business competitive in the market, selecting the best pricing strategy must be done.